This is the Tarot Tea Leaf and Oracle forecast for Libra for February 2020. If you would like personal readings, that incredible soulmate or twin flame reading, or any of my other readings, please go to my website. You'll see the link in the description box below. Right, first I did some Lenormand cards for you. I did a nice relationship card, seeing as February is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody who celebrates it. And then I finished off with a tarot reading for you guys. Okay, so let's look at your Lenormand cards. Now, these are the fated elements for the month ahead. The energies that are coming in that are fated, that will be affecting your life in some way, in one way or another. It could tell the whole story, or certain aspects of it could impact on you. So the first card is the casket, or the death card. The second card is the home. Don't worry about death. That shows up in tarot decks is not literally that. It means change, something going, the end of something. It's not a literal meaning, so don't worry about that. Then you get the home card, the dog, the book, the star, and the bear. So it's quite a nice lineup, this. The story here is, now the casket speaks about the end of something. The home speaks about the home environment, where you feel at home, your roots, where you stand, where you firm. I'm not surprised that's coming up in Libra's reading, because there is a stellium of planets in your house of home at the moment, your fourth house. You then have the dog, which stands for loyalty. You have the book, which is about discovering something, learning something. You have the star, which is wish granted, success. You have the bear, which is about nurturing and protection. So if we look at this lineup of cards, what we see for you in February is something, it moves out of your life. I'm not surprised. You had an eclipse on the 10th, and it was a full moon eclipse on the 10th of January. Something has most definitely moved out of your life. It can be a situation. For many of you, I feel that is the case. It's related to your home, to your roots, where you feel grounded, where you feel at home, where you feel your base is, your foundation is. Something there has been eclipsed out of your life. It's a situation, I think, more than people, although for some of you, you very well could have now sold a home, moved out of home, and moved to a new place. What's interesting is what comes after that is the dog card. This is about loyalty. This is about something being at your side that is there for you. That's the feeling I get with this particular lineup of cards. So wherever this new home is, or whatever the new situation in your home is, and it's new because the old situation has been eclipsed out, the new situation, you feel more as if the things around you are working with you, as if the things around you are loyal to you. So this new situation, be it that you've moved home, sold home, change some kind of dynamic within the home environment, has you feeling a lot more supported, a lot more like the people around you, the environment around you is more supportive, more loyal to you. The book is a discovery. The book is learning something. Perhaps it's been a fairly long, steep learning curve for many of us. But you will learn something. I'm seeing dragonflies flying around here as I'm saying that. Lots of them. My goodness. That normally means you've confronted denials. You've confronted things which you perhaps did not want to see before. You've discovered them. You've learned through them. It's a whole new way of seeing. You also have some kind of wish come true for you in February. Some kind of guaranteed success with something. Some kind of wish is granted for you. And you end off the month feeling far more nurtured and protected than you started off the month feeling. So that's a very nice thing to be telling you, Librans. That includes myself. It's as if either your environment, most likely your environment, but your environment leads you to be feeling a lot more protected and a lot more nurtured and a lot more comfortable with where you are. So it happens quite early in the year. That stellium of planets in your fourth house are kind of wandering around there for a while. So I'm a little surprised that so early in the year things change. But then if we look at all these eclipses, I'm not so surprised, because they tend to change things very quickly. They tend to step things up, change them far more quickly than when things are rolling along at their ordinary normal pace. Right, now for your relationship cards. As I said before, Valentine's Day is on the 14th of February for many of you, although not all countries celebrate it on the same day, or even celebrate it, but it's a nice thing to do. It's fun, why not? So there's a long lineup of cards, or longer than usual. I've used the Romance Angel cards. I'm just going to read for you what it says on each card, and then I'll discuss what the story is with this. Unrequited love, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep the relationship going. Release your ex, the time has come to clear your energy. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Flirt, extend your light-hearted energy to others. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So right, let's speak to those of you in established relationships first. And those of you, I know you're chomping at the bit, who are looking for relationships, I'll speak to you after that. So if you're in an established relationship, you might have found the energy ebbing a bit in relationships of late. Uranus was retrograde and was until the 10th of January, if I'm not mistaken. That was in your 8th house. That can be about the energy, the spark between the two of you. So there was probably a very good chance that spark was seriously lacking for a good few months now. That clearing your energy, release your ex, is about letting go of the things that cropped up during that retrograde. They came up because you needed to work through them, you needed to see them, you needed to discover them, but now let them go. That chapter in your life, that period in your life is done and dusted. The person you are with is possibly the one. You possibly realize that, or it's that you need to come to that realization or reaffirm that for yourself. Flirt with them. That's some guidance coming through for you. And you're going to feel that way inclined too, maybe. Have a good old flirt with them. Giving your relationship a chance means just that. Maybe it wasn't so great lately. Maybe the spark was missing. Maybe you argued. Maybe you didn't see things eye to eye. This is a new chapter. It's a new beginning for you. So flirt with your partner again and give them a nice clean slate to start with. It will do you the world of good because this is the one for you. Those of you that are looking for relationships, you possibly had quite a few hits and misses. You thought this was the one. You thought that was the one. You had relationships, they didn't work. You had relationships, they just didn't do it for you, whatever the case may be. You also need to clear the slate now. You need to clear that energy. Maybe one of them really dented your heart a bit, but it's time to let that person, that story go. It's quite possible that it's someone that you met before that is going to come around again, that is going to crop up in your life again. And that energy is quite prevalent for Librans at the moment. You might not have been that impressed by them the first time around. You might not even have got to know them all that well. They kind of just crossed your path. This time, flirt with them. When they come around again, you're going to recognize who this person was. Have a good old flirt with them. And give the relationship a chance, because possibly you passed over this person the first time round with the thought of, not my type, oh no, not really. But you're in a new place in your life, you're in a new phase in your life, they are possibly as well. So this time around things could work out differently. So the whole theme here, the guidance here, the energies here is give it a chance. Flirt with this person, give the relationship a chance. Let's see where it's going to go, because this could be the romantic partner you were looking for. But this is someone coming through again. Like I say, you may not even have started a relationship with this person. For many of you, I think that is the case. You passed over them the first time. You may not even really have noticed them, but here they come again. This time, give them a chance. Flirt with them. See where this is going, because there's a whole new relationship energy at work here for you. Right, tarot cards. Interesting lineup this. Okay, so this is the energies, the big energies around you, the energies that are really prevalent in your life. It's the underlying story. It's the soul contract for February. You get the 8 of air, the 2 of water, and the 8 of fire. Most interestingly, you have quite a lineup of 8s at the moment. And I was just discussing Uranus in your 8th house. 8 is also the infinity number, isn't it? That first card, the 8 of Swords, shows a man. He is chained. He has wings, though. He has a sword upright on one hand. He has a sword, the pointed end, cutting right into his hand on the other. The distinct feeling I got just seeing this card in this particular lineup is sacrifice. You have sacrificed much in the line of relating. You have sacrificed much in the pursuit of relating and relationships. You have felt that sting. You have felt the deep wounds that come with those sacrifices. In your pursuit of living among people, living with people, relating to people, trying to establish relationships on many different levels, from friendships through to deep relationships, you have sacrificed much. It is also the chains that have bound you. The Two of Water then comes in and says, now you have a meeting of hearts, minds, and souls. Magnificent card, this beautifully illustrated. This is two people that see eye to eye and heart to heart and mind to mind. They don't have that struggle. There's no sacrifice between the two of them. There is a meeting in the middle. That Eight of Fire, even though it is not an ace card, this is a brand new beginning. But it is almost like a phoenix rising from the flames. This is having come through the sacrifice, through the chains that bound you, into a new way of relating and being. And I feel many, many Librans are going through this experience at the moment. And February really sees that happening for you. For many of you, this can be meeting of soulmates. This can be the meeting of that somebody who you have been trying to meet all this time. For many of you, it may not even be the case you were looking for them, but there they are. For others of you in established relationships with that soulmate, this energy shows up in February. Perhaps the relationship has been rocky, like I said earlier. Perhaps you have made much sacrifice for the relationship. In February, things get much better. There is a middle path for you. There's a path where you were the one making the major changes for other people, the major compromises, the major sacrifices. It can also be generally in relationships. It can be relating to other people. It's the one-on-one relationship with anything, with anybody, that now seems to be transitioning, transforming, having a metamorphosis in February. It has this phoenix coming through those flames into an entirely new way of relating. That meeting dead down the center. It's really a big one for Libra, because on the whole, you are the guys, including myself, that will try to please always. And in the end, you can find yourself, and it's our own doing, making huge compromises. Making compromises that sometimes can cause deep wounds. And those deep wounds then cause problems for us, don't they? I mean, we react and respond with those wounds. This is changing in February. There's a new beginning in February. There's a transformation in February where you meet people, be they your soulmate, your work-related people, your family, your friends, whatever it may be. You're going to be meeting more down the middle with far, if even any sacrifice, other than the prerequisite sacrifices we all make, but not those very deep sacrifices Libra sometimes feels inclined to make. Incredible reading this for you for February, Libra. There's a deep transformation that has taken place, and I'm sure most of you have been feeling it because it's been working on you in ways that you're probably never going to forget. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. If you would like to book or purchase readings, I'll just repeat again, please go to my website. The link is in the description box below. Wishing you much love and blessings for the month ahead.